friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we have our favorite type of haul, and that's a Trader Joe's haul. Actually, do I really have a favorite? Because Costco might be my favorite. I'd say Costco and Trader Joe's are probably tied for my favorite haul. But anyways, we're here with one of my favorite hauls, Trader Joe's. I went back, I got some fall goodies yet again. So I have a bunch of Trader Joe's autumn finds to share with you. We also do share a taste test on several of these items at the end of this video, so be sure to stick around for that. We taste tested it so you don't have to, and we'll let you know whether or not it's worth your time. I do have some items for show and tell today. I haven't done this in a minute. However, these products I got to try after I filmed the haul portion of this video, and I thought that it would be worth coming on with some feedback. These three items right here, you'll see them in the haul, but they are all hair products. We're gonna take them one at a time. I can't remember the exact price, but I want to say they were in like the $5.99 to $7.99 range. I will put a price up on the screen as I go. We're going to first talk about this hair serum. So it says it's a shea butter and coconut oil hair serum, and it's 2.75 fluid ounces. This smells like vacation in a bottle. Like if you want your hair to smell good, I don't know if it's got awful things in it that make the smell so good, but it truly smells like vacation in a bottle. And okay, it's so weird because it also smells like popcorn. It smells like if you were to take, like it smells like if you put like coconut sugar on popcorn. I know that sounds so weird, but that's what this smells like, and it's in a good way. I mentioned that. This also reminds me a lot of, I purchased this hair serum from Paul Mitchell, and I actually like this better than the Paul Mitchell one. And the Paul Mitchell one is a little bit on the pricier side. This one, like I said, was around $6 or $7 or something. So if you see this at your Trader Joe's and you have frizz that you need to control, this is a great one to pick up. Another great item to pick up, and I am not usually into hair masks. I usually don't think that they do anything. I have tried very expensive ones like from that brand Way. I've used the It's a 10 one. I've used a bunch of different ones to try and manage my hair. The only one that I would say is somewhat worth it is the Olaplex. I don't even think it's called a hair mask. It's called something else. But anyways, this right here, I've used it twice so far and I love it. And again, that scent, it's like vacation. This one doesn't smell like popcorn. This one smells almost like a sunscreen type. Like, you know, when you smell sunscreen on the beach, that's what this smells like. So this says it moisturizes and revitalizes dry, damaged hair. It's deep conditioning for soft and silky hair, vitamin E infused, and this is a 5-ounce bottle. This is a very good value for the price. So again, if you see that at your Trader Joe's, that's a recommend from me. And then my favorite so far from that hair care line is this leave-in conditioner right here. This does not smell like sunscreen. This one almost smells like a perfume, like an elegant lady's perfume, like someone who has her life together. I recently smelled a perfume from Sephora. It was called Gucci Flora Magnolia, I want to say, or something like that. And I said on TikTok that it reminds me of like a woman in like 1997. She has like a pantsuit. She's taken on the corporate world. You know what I mean? She has her life together. That's kind of what this reminds me of. It's got that like florally, perfumey type scent, which I personally enjoy. I don't feel like it's overpowering. It's not too much, but anyways, so this leave-in conditioner right here, definitely recommend it. I can tell a difference for how much smoother my hair is when I'm using this, and it's actually a heat protectant. So if you're gonna blow dry your hair or something, you could put this in first and then blow dry your hair. If you're sitting there thinking like, wow, you goddess, your hair looks so much better today, you can thank those three products, okay? Any hoodles, if you're new here, hi, how are you? How's the family? Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and giving me a chance. Over on this channel, I share a lot of haul videos, so you'll see Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's now even, and I also share weeknight dinner inspiration, so if you're looking for some great recipes, please feel free to check out the rest of my channel, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Without further ado, let's go see how I spent $150 at Trader Joe's. All right, my friends, we have another ultimate autumn Trader Joe's haul. I'm excited because I found some new fall finds today at Trader Joe's that I didn't get the last time. I feel like I got a good mixture of things. Some is like regular groceries, some is some treats and things like that. Autumn is just the best time of year at Trader Joe's. I'll say that now, and then in a month when they start getting Christmas stuff, then that'll be the best time of year, you know? They had these adorable, they called them tiger pumpkins, and did I need it? Absolutely not. But they were $1.49 and they're just cute. I grabbed this little cinnamon whisk. I just love the way Trader Joe's smells when they have those cinnamon brooms out, but I don't want to have a full cinnamon broom, so they had this as an option. I'll probably just put this together by the front door or something and have that be a vibe. I grabbed a mini watermelon. I wish that they had a full watermelon, but my kids love watermelon, so I grabbed that. I also saw these and was intrigued. Panzerotti pizza bites. We're gonna try this in a taste test tonight. Burrata is pretty much a guarantee at this point when I go to Trader Joe's. I was also intrigued by this chicken uncured bacon ranch dip. This is like Kate in a package, so I'm excited to try that. Maybe I'll try that one on camera as well. I also got this white Stilton cheese with cranberries. I tried to get the smallest amount possible. I want to make like a charcuterie board for myself this weekend, so I grabbed this because I thought that would be a good addition. I saw this. If you guys know, we're not like super into pumpkin stuff, but there's certain things that I like pumpkin for, and I don't mind it when it's in something like a ravioli. And honey roasted just sounded very intriguing, so I grabbed some of this honey roasted pumpkin ravioli. I also grabbed 2 bags of the mandarin orange chicken. These are great to have just for an easy weeknight dinner with some rice and broccoli. Grabbed the kids some of these butternut squash zigzags. These are just so much fun. They look like little French fries, and my kids love butternut squash. This I haven't seen before. We've gotten these Dutch pancake puffs before, but this time they had chocolate chip. So I grabbed that mostly for my kids, but I'll probably enjoy them myself. Scandinavian swimmers are a favorite here, so I grabbed 2 bags of that. We like to use this alcohol-free vanilla extract when we're cooking for the kids. We usually make them like waffles. We meal prep waffles for them. So I grabbed 2 of those. They also had their pumpkin pie spice out, and I love their pumpkin pie spice. It's very like potent flavor, so I grabbed that. They only had 1 jar of cookie butter, and it's been a minute since I had cookie butter, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna grab that this time. I also needed to replenish on a couple of favorite seasonings, so we have the everything but the bagel seasoning, and the is it aglio olio. This one, if you haven't had it before, it's like a zesty Italian blend. It's so good. I grabbed the kiddos some raspberries. This was actually a pretty good price. I think it was $6.99 for 12 ounces or something like that. This used to be one of John and I's favorite things to get at Trader Joe's, and we haven't had it in a long time, so I grabbed it. It was just calling out to me tonight like the cookie butter. This. So we got this the last time at Trader Joe's, and I feel like I did not give it a fair shot because I went in expecting something else. I went in expecting corn chips, not corn flakes. So I think I read it wrong, and somebody commented that she noticed it. And I was like, you know what, you're right. I went in expecting corn chips, and then when I thought about it, it is actually really, really good. So grabbed one of those, actually grabbed 2 of those, boom, because we did enjoy that. Some of these Liège waffles, these are pretty pricey for what they are. You can get something similar at Costco at a better value, but the Trader Joe's ones to me are superior, so I did grab a bag of those. I got John some of these to snack on at work. They're peanut butter filled pretzel nuggets. Love those. I also saw these. Both John and I love cashews, so we'll probably try this on camera with you guys. So this is the Trader Joe's cinnamon sugar cashews with honey and brown sugar. Our absolute favorite peanut butter cups over here. Absolutely delicious. I saw these little Halloween sprinkles, and I was just thinking maybe I could do fun pancakes or something in the morning for the kids with some extra sprinkle fun. I also saw a new Pringle. I'm so excited. Although we're not big pumpkin fans, it does have a very key ingredient being caramel. I love caramel. So we're going to try this out, see how we feel. They had out the maple popcorn. I remember being like lukewarm about that last year, but I might give it a try again, see if we end up liking it. These were new, at least new to me. Chili lime flavored pork rinds. Excited to try that. Also, I saw somebody post this leave-in conditioner on Instagram, and they said it's a dupe for the Way one, which is really expensive. So I grabbed one, and then I also saw they had this hair mask and a hair serum slipping out of my hands here, and they were so inexpensive that it was worth a try. So I ended up grabbing those. So that's everything I grabbed at Trader Joe's. Let's pop into our taste test and see what we thought. You guys, I'm looking a little raggedy today. Just got back from a Trader Joe's and Dollar Tree extravaganza. That was the time. We do, however, have a lot of taste test items to share with you. If you hear our dog Stella, she has chosen this time of all times to eat her food and drink her water, which is right next to us. So if there's some suspicious activity in the background, it's just the dog. Hi, now she's like staring at me. She's like, why are you talking about me? Okay, what should we start with? Someone had asked that we show the product that we're trying. So we've got this, hopefully my camera now still is like growling at me. Chicken uncured bacon ranch dip.
Chicken uncured bacon?
Yep. I don't know why the bacon had to be uncured, but
okay.
It is what it is. So this is a dip. It just intrigued me. I'm always looking at their dips. But then I never grab them because I'm like, John's not really a dip guy. So then I'm going to end up with an entire container of dip to myself. But this one is something that I would like enough that that's not going to be a problem. But we are going to go ahead and dip into the dip.
We're going to dip into the dip.
You dip, we dip, we dip. You remember that song? Now I dip, you dip, we dip, or something like that.
Something like that.
You guys remember. That is a surprising flavor profile. It almost tastes like pulled pork. Like it's got that like smoky.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's something very specific.
It's whatever that bacon is.
Yeah, the bacon must be like a smoked bacon or something because that's very...
It's strong.
It's very strong.
Like
it reminds me of something.
That bacon overpowers the ranch.
Yeah, that's wild. It's really good. I really, really like it. I'd probably give that like... I'm going to go 7.5.
I'm going to go 6.
That's pretty good for you because he doesn't really like ranch that much and he doesn't like dips that much.
Right.
So this one is white Stilton cheese with cranberries. I'm showing you the back instead of the nice label right here. They had a bunch of really cool cheeses. It was hard for me to narrow it down, but I didn't want to buy too much cheese. So I went with like what was the smallest amount. I don't know how much you wanted this, just like half of this.
I'm just going to take a bite.
Not at all what I was expecting.
Me neither.
I like that a lot. It's very mild. I was expecting it to be sharp.
It's very mild.
Super mild cheese. It almost reminds me of, because it's got like a texture to it, almost like a Boursin cheese or something. Like, you know, like a cheesy dip.
Okay,
You know that like spread?
Yeah.
It's super soft. So it's almost like a cream cheese.
I was literally just going to compare that to a cream cheese.
Yeah. This almost tastes like a flavored cream cheese.
Yeah, you know what that texture is like? It's like the Kirkland cream cheese from the
freezer. So if you guys have ever frozen cream cheese before, for whatever reason, you can freeze Philadelphia cream cheese, no problem. But when we freeze the Kirkland brand specifically from Costco, it comes back out and it turns into like a crumbly mess.
Yeah.
It tastes just fine. It's just the entire texture profile changes.
It's like
just
whipped.
Yeah. And that's what this reminds it. Yeah, right. It's like a whipped cream cheese. That's what it reminds me of. But it looks like a solid cheese.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But the flavor is really good.
Really good. Like I love the cranberry in it, but nothing about it is overpowering. It's super mild. I think this would be perfect if you were doing a charcuterie board because if somebody wanted to put this on like a really flavorful cracker or add like a jam to it, this wouldn't be too much to like compete with the other flavors. It would just be something nice in the background. I'd say a 9. I'm going a 9.
Oh, 7.5. I'm just not a big cheese.
Yeah, he's not like a charcuterie boy. Okay, I am a charcuterie girl.
She's a charcuterie.
He is not he's not elevated enough to be on the charcuterie level. Wow. You know what I mean? He's more of a cheese and crackers on a paper towel type of guy. I'm more of a charcuterie board on a plate, and then there's like the people that are charcuterie board on like an actual charcuterie board. You know, like beautiful acacia wood or something. Okay. Next up, I want to try this. I don't know if John's going to like this, or he might really like it. Do you like pork rinds?
No.
It's going to go great. So, chili lime pork rinds.
I do like chili lime. Oh, I love Trader Joe's.
When was the last time you tried pork rinds?
When you were on your pork rind kick when you were pregnant.
Oh, when I was pregnant, for whatever reason, I was craving pork rinds all the time. It's a no for you?
I don't like the pork rind itself is good.
But you don't like the flavor?
Okay, so here's my thing. Like when I make something with that chili lime seasoning, like burgers or meatballs or whatever, a very little bit goes a long way. Because it's very punchy.
Yes.
This has a lot of that seasoning and it's punchy to me.
Oh, like it's too much.
Like it's like the lime is overpowering.
That's so funny because to me, I felt the opposite. I was expecting it to be too much. And then I ate it and I was like, oh, it's not as much as I thought it was going to be. So maybe like our expectations were the wrong direction for both of us. I'd give this one, I'd say a 7. It's definitely like up there in terms of pork rinds. My favorite pork rinds though are salt and vinegar pork rinds. Oh my God, so good. But I'd give it a 7. What would you give this?
Like a 5.
A 5? I feel like that's a little
middle
disrespectful.
Of the ground. That's not bad.
You guys, how can I put up with this man? Oh no, and then we have those.
I don't
pizza
even know
things.
all these things. I'm new here.
He's new here. I'm just tossing stuff in his direction. So these are cinnamon sugar cashews with honey and brown sugar. John's favorite.
I'm not even sharing these.
John's favorite nut is a cashew. Okay, so I went in expecting them to be very sweet, and they're not.
No.
Like, they're very cinnamony, because it says cinnamon sugar with honey and brown sugar. So I was expecting it to be like those butter, you know, those like toffee butter pecan style, or like the praline pecans where they're like heavily sugared. This tastes more like almost like rustic, like cinnamon.
This took me to like the Planters peanuts that you can get, the honey roasted peanuts.
Yeah, it's similar to that. But maybe even less sweet than those. Like, I feel like those are sweeter than this.
I quite enjoy them.
Yeah, they're super good. I just went in expecting them to be sweet. And I'm kind of actually glad that they're not, because I feel like this is a really good snack. So,
although if they were sweeter, it would have you eat less because it would be like too much.
that is true. That is true. I would give these, I'd probably go 7 on these as well.
I'm going 8.5.
8.5. Wow.
Really good.
These would be another one that would be great on a charcuterie board if you're looking to set up a fall charcuterie board.
Ooh.
These would be another great one because, again, they're not like overpowering. The cinnamon is a pretty light flavor.
Yeah.
So I would say that's a win.
Yeah.
So this Kringle is a pumpkin caramel Kringle. If you've been here before, you know that John and I's love of pumpkin is not really like with everybody else in autumn, but it said pumpkin caramel, and caramel is all I need to know. So if you've never had the Kringles at Trader Joe's, they rotate out the flavors, and this time it was pumpkin caramel.
On the back it has their history. If you want to screenshot that and read their history.
Poker face.
Good poker face.
Well, you didn't see if my eyebrows went up or not. You know what I mean? You weren't here for it.
I feel like I gotta get it with the frosting.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Wait, you like it?
That's good.
So it's definitely the most pumpkin-y thing that I like. Like this is my like where the threshold is for pumpkin for me.
Yep.
This is like right beneath where I'll deal with, because I don't like pumpkin pie at all. And this is like a couple steps down from pumpkin pie. Like, I feel like there's this Kringle and then there's pumpkin crunch.
Yep.
Which I will eat, but it's not like my favorite. And then there's pumpkin pie, which I'm just not interested in whatsoever. I will save the calories for other things. This, right at that threshold, perfect amount of pumpkin. So if you're on the border like me, you would probably also enjoy this.
Because that frosting icing is like an extra level of sweetness to counteract
The pumpkin. Yeah. And you know, I like the ratio that they put when they put fillings in these Kringles. The ratio is always really good. Like, it's not overstuffed with pumpkin, but there is a good amount in there. I'm giving that one, I'm going to give it an 8.
Wow.
Which I'm surprised by, because it's pumpkin.
Yeah.
I didn't really taste the caramel.
I didn't either.
But pumpkin's a pretty strong flavor, so that's not surprising.
I'm gonna go like a 7, and the only reason I'm going with that is I really enjoyed the first bite into it, but now that the flavor is sitting in my mouth, all I can taste is the pumpkin.
It's definitely strong on the pumpkin side, but if you're borderline like us, where it's like you kind of like it in certain things, I think that it's passable. So the last one up, I will put a picture on the screen. Editing Kate, here's your reminder. Put a picture on the screen because we already put it away, but they're these little pizza pocket thingies. John and I both were expecting these to be like those, what is it called? Tostinos? You know what I'm talking about? Those little like pizza rolls. This is pretty.
That's like a good size.
It's like a mini calzone, you know?
And I air fried them for 10 minutes. Good poker face.
Thank you. I'm always here to try and impress you, John.
Thank you.
Number one goal.
That. You impress me every day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am the queen of the world.
At least my world.
At least your world. I like the filling, but I don't love the exterior. However, I know how it would level up would be to brush it with some garlic butter.
I feel like leveling it up for me would be dipping it in marinara.
That would also be a vibe. I just feel like it almost tasted like stale toast on the outside. Is that what it tastes? Yeah, it's like super dry on the outside, but the filling is really, really good. And if you're into those little, whatever they're called, I think it's Tostinos. The pizza rolls. If you're into those, you would probably jam out to those.
I feel like they could have packed it with more filling.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
like-
Because seriously, as soon as you take a bite, the whole thing like deflates.
Yeah.
It looks like way fuller than it actually is.
I expected to
There's
bite
like an
into
air
it.
pocket inside. So
I expected to bite into it and it like be bursting with filling, but it's like I bit into it and it's like just coated with filling.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
I think that I don't know if it's worth like rushing out for. I'd go with like a 6 on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.5 for me.
You know what I would love to dip it in is like a garlic parmesan sauce. You know that like the wing sauce? That would be really good.
So,
All right, so that is everything.
favorite item?
My favorite item, I think I'm gonna go with the cheese actually.
Oh, I'm going with the nuts.
You're going with the cinnamon nuts?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I didn't expect that.
What?
I would say like the cheese and even the Pringles. Everything was actually pretty good. Like the dip was good.
I feel like there was nothing that was like mind-blowingly good.
Yeah, nothing like completely knocked my socks off because like the cheese is like it's really good, but it's also cheese. Like, I mean,
cheese.
I love cheese. So
Jeez. I feel like our expectations have been leveled up so much.
yeah, because you know, like Costco and Trader Joe's have had some bangers recently.
Yeah.
We did a big taste test in our last one. So I'll definitely link that one down below because I think we tried out 12 or 13 items or something crazy. So this one, obviously, I wasn't going to pick the same items that we've already tried. Pumped they had that Kringle though, because I love trying the bakery items. I just love trying those.
What's
So,
the one Kringle you keep that we have yet to try?
the almond Kringle. Everybody keeps telling me about this almond Kringle, and I keep hoping it's going to come out. I think that it might be a Christmas flavor because we only started dipping into the Kringle world earlier this year.
True that.
So
Very true.
we still have a couple more waves of Kringle to get through
right.
before we're back at the beginning. So anyways, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you so much. I hope we delivered. Oh my God, I almost forgot to say. We're sending our feedback to corporate. John, how could you?
Corporate
You almost
is
let me-
very disappointed.
Yeah, corporate is going to be so mad I didn't use that part of the script.
Corporate's going to be sending an email.
Oh my God, I'm definitely getting written up for this one. All right, anyways, I hope we delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail. Have a magical day. Bye.